relationships in terms of mse una date. One, anatoka wapi? Does that matter? Place, okay, maybe kama ni shuleni ni classmate, ni coursemate, kama ni at work, is it he or she, are they your work partners? Ama wapi tena? Organize kwa kampuni, hiyo ni at work of course. Tribe ni location.
So I think tribe ina depending na mzungu ni wapi.
Bado hiyo swali na kuanga ina nini? Hiyo swali msie. Unapatana na mzee day one. Like it's your first meeting. Nakwambia niache mrembo ati msupa. Ati ukwaje niko fiti. By the way unaitwa nani? Of course jina hatuwezi kunyima, jina ni ya Mungu. Naitwa hivi na hivi. Na kwani ushago kwenu ni wapi? Why? Mbona niulize hiyo? The first minute of meeting.
After that kwani ni wapi? Then unasikia wewe ni Mjaluo. Wewe ni Mkamba. Wewe ni Mkisi.
Haukai.
Alafu anafuatisha na haukai.
But it's disappointing. Ukutana na msee siku ya kwanza, just ask nini jina, then you go straight to the point. Ukunda kusema hizo mambo zingine. Okay, maybe kama kwa campus anakuuliza unaishi wapi? Wewe ni wapi? Which year? Which course? And then hiyo ni nini yote.
Some questions are
important.
Is it really important?
Some questions are just unnecessary. You just know my name. That's all.
Polisi hizo.
Especially we are basing on where the person come from, does it matter? And also where the person works, does it matter? Maybe your colleagues at work, that's kind of an occasion, it's a place, does it matter? Or if you are classmates in school, does it matter?
Hata pale high school asike inawaguzia.
So all of that, you tell us if it matters. But sometimes I think this goes to a personal level where it depends with the person themselves. Everybody has their own opinion. Someone will say, I can't date a cosmet. Others will be like, I'm fine with dating a cosmet. That location does not matter.
Ina depend now, sasa hiyo ni decision on an individual level.
Definitely, yeah. Because of course relationship is here a group. Yeah, this begins with one person. Number one, we want a relationship. Okay, now you will not start giving specificities where you say, I want someone who's doing this course, or I want someone who's doing this and this and this and this job, or I want someone who's working at this and this and this place. I want someone who's doing blah blah blah. So you'll find someone who's doing that same course. Will it matter? You'll find someone who you are also working in the same institution. Will it matter? We have two journalists, you know them. They work in the same place. Does it matter?
Okay, like maybe you're talking like I'm dwelling on course mates. Like some students are always focused. When they reach that, they say, now I cannot date a course mate because I won't concentrate or not took me there. So some people find it very weird. Like maybe last night, maybe last night, last weekend. Yeah, everything happened. So I'm going to focus in class. Maybe you're sitting behind the person you are dating. You know, all the time you just be concentrating on his head. So even what the lecturer is saying at the front, you won't get anything.
Okay, mi kitu naweza sema kuhusu dating a cosmate si mbaya, but hiyo inataka some level of maturity. Usibebe kitu yenye ilifanyika nyumbani ama weekend tuipeleke shule.
Same thing with work.
And you should also remember, like a cosmate, you know, that is not something that, like working in a company. That one is so different.
Tofauti, kila na kila iko na advantage na disadvantage.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Here university inaka very tricky. Like forgetting.
Tuanze tu na high school.
Sio hata high school, hiyo ndio sisi uzisahau kabisa.
Huko ni Kungori. Sasa unajua huko kuna utoto kwanza bado. High school.
Alafu watu walikuwa na date.
Ala.
Wapi?
Ai, nyinyi mle kama mlikuwa ni a lot of drama. Mimi boarding whatever. Boys kama ni boys ama girls. Unasikia tu nani wanaitwa kwa ofisi walionekana weekend. Yaani ilikuwa na utoto mingi. Hata vile mliona weekend ati mwanao kuja. Mbona mnatembeana pamoja weekend? Tuliona kwa hoteli fulani. Like that's my life. Hiyo ni outside school premise. Haifai kukuwa issue. Watu pale tunaangalia drama.
Another thing kuitwa jina. Like waone mresha amepita ule mtu wako, so like anytime they mention it, like if they see the lady and they see you, they remind you.
Alafu unaona kama hiyo tuseme high school kind of like iko na utoto, watu bado kiakili hawajafunguka, they are still immature kidogo. Sasa juu mna date class moja, unajua mtakuwa sasa, huyu ni polisi wangu, mimi ni polisi wake. Anaongea na nani? Mbona nakuomba rabu, unashtukia umeandikiwa note, it is over between us.
Raba.
Ati mbona ule amekuomba raba?
That's childish.
So unaona, alafu kuna wazee wengine hawajui kutenga time ya relationship na time ya kusoma. Utapata mmoja kwanza ina happening most na boys. Utapata chali yake anasoma. Yako ni siku za results kitolewa yako pale jua na receive gifts and all. Dem wako huko nyuma, huko chini. And I think kama mna date pamoja then mnafaa kusaidiana academically.
Sometimes it's hard to teach your partner.
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah.
So relationship si mbaya kuanza kujuana mapema, lakini moja
if it's same location is also okay, no problem.
High school, so high school in
high school wachana now, working places, campus, whatever. That is why I was saying this goes down to a personal level. It depends with you. Someone else will be comfortable being with their partner in the same class. Someone else will not be. So it's your own opinion. Maybe to your class, yes, concentrate, I want to be okay, then don't. But if you're okay with it and you can show a serious face, I'll behave like I don't know you in that class. And we'll finish the class later on, we'll meet back at home, or even if it's at work. We meet up at work, we do our own work. You work there, I work this other side, we're doing different things. Then later on in the evening, we meet up and then go.
If you can test that face to face, then there's someone great.
Yeah. If you can do that.
Like maybe if I sit with my partner, maybe we are sharing something. There's this stone face.
There's a stone face.
Yeah. But kuna wale wenye like nikikaa sana nimeanza kusmile kuangalia hivi, so unajua like hata hapa wewe tutakuwa tunasema juu akili sha switch kwa vitu zingine.
So that only depends. It always depends on the person. People can do it, there people cannot do it. But then what's the best advice we can give? Is it okay generally, is it okay for them to do it? Or it is going to, maybe if it's at work, it's going to reduce their level of productivity. And that is why you see in most institutions, you are not always allowed to date or to, if it is happening, then you'll find it is happening chini ya maji. Because
if your level of productivity kirudi chini, they'll be like, relationship ina distract.
And that is why if you're getting a partner from the same institution, probably, then the man always sacrifices and says, let me change. Probably if you are teachers and then you're like, I'm liking that teacher in the English department. I'm in the history department. And just decide, okay, for this relationship to stay, then I think it's best for me to change location. So let me resign here, get a different school, apply, and then our relationship continues. After all, we'll see each other out there, but not here. So mostly it's usually the man who sacrifices to go. so that the lady remains in that institution and blah blah blah. Or maybe sometimes unapata ikichimbuka, maybe you're in a private sector and you're like, you are not supposed to be dating one here. And then boom, you are found, maybe both of you are fired. Or sometimes it goes to a point where the boss is hitting on a worker.
Yeah.
And then you are worker, you are also hitting on a worker. And that's very tricky and dangerous. So you'll be fired, maybe she'll remain, or rather the boss starts dating the worker and whatever, all those things happen. But what is now our take on it? What is your take on it? What do you think about it? Most of you, of course, are going to say, this one cannot work. No, it's not going to work, as doing the same thing. But of course, we have a few, as usual, exceptions. And it has always, always worked for them. And they're actually doing pretty well. So which side are we taking? Yeah.
I also think for your betterment, some decisions are always, that one is the biggest step that you're going to make. Okay, so if you make the decision, like, I'm going to transfer because of this and that, then I guess
because of love, and if it's okay for you to do that, leave that institution where maybe you are comfortable, to go to a different location to keep this relationship.
Okay, sometimes it's going to work, but sometimes I don't think so.
You imagine you lose that institution, you lose that position you're in, you change the position, you go to a different location to work, and then this relationship also doesn't work out. Because that's also another risk.
You lose your partner too. So
you lose your partner, you lost your job, and you guys can also advise that.
Really critical.
Yeah.
Really ngori sana.
Really.
Because sometimes maybe unaona potential for huyu partner you want, this particular person you want to be with. Then maybe hata haiwezi end at that level.
Yeah.
I sacrifice that much to be with you.
Exactly.
Na hata time ya break up, they won't even think twice.
Exactly. You see, I've always said this. I have said it before in
Let
other
me
episodes.
finish it. Anasemanga,
and I am
what men can do for love, women can't even do 4% of it.
Exactly. What men can do for love, women cannot do 4% of it. A man will decide to change location, lose that job, go look for another one to keep this relationship. A man will buy you all kinds of gifts, do whatever for you, pay your rent, do everything. The moment that lady will even pay 500 shillings for your rent, she will tell you that she has paid for the whole year. As long as there is just a little argument. You are living with me and I pay rent in this house. I never brag about paying rent. I never brag about paying electricity and bills and all that. But the moment the lady will do that, that is why men will always be intimidated with the lady who is here. The guy is here. This guy will not approach. And if he doesn't realize she's here, just back.
She has done that only for a month, but now she's speaking like she's been doing this for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And it was only 1 month. So you see, sometimes we fail to understand.
So that's how it is. But as we have said, guys, this goes to a personal level. But you give us your comments so that we also see where do most people lie. Is it okay for you to be that location mind? Do you mind that location? That person is
a long distance. Can neither of you survive in a long distance relationship? Or you guys are too insecure to take risks?
Same thing.
Yes, no.
They said. It also depends on the person.
The person.
Truck drivers, long distance, very okay. But you know what they do?
Yeah.
You know what truck drivers do. But on the same note,
truck drivers mnafanyanga nini?
They know.
You go do your
Oh my God.
Yeah. Long distance relationship, for me, myself, I don't think it can work with me. Nah.
Okay, let me ask you this. You are already you are married.
Already
you are married.
That's a different.
Let me finish.
Okay.
you are married, then of course maybe mtakutana watu mna take professions tofauti. Maybe you do teaching, your partner anafanya something different from
medicine without borders, or doctors without borders,
any of that. Then one of you akwe transferred. You both are working under government. Unajua utamchukua leo sasa, mimi nimepeleka huko, nimepelekwa Turkana, wewe acha kazi kuje twende zi. Yeye pia anafaa kufanya kazi. Na wewe utoke uende Turkana, uende Marsabit, uende whichever place umepelekwa. Unataka kuniambia relationship haita work because you've been transferred?
No, it will work because that's really not, as long as you're in the same country, hakuna mali. As long as you're in Kenya, no way is far.
Na ukipata opportunity ya kutoka nje ya country.
We are very sorry. That one I'll have to go.
You divorce?
No, we'll not divorce. You taking, as you're in a relationship, the man is not, it's not my work to take care of the lady. The lady takes care of herself. So if she's going to entertain someone else and yet we are in a relationship, that is her problem. And I will not come back start fighting that. You but if it can work, let her take care of herself for the longest period. Maybe I'll be away. Well and good, it won't just work fine. It will work fine with me. And of course,
but the problem here is this, like, the problem now goes like you being positive throughout. Sometimes you can say, now I know she can do anything. She just be protecting herself from the outside. Maybe the guys maybe she's working with. But now unajua sasa ukisema ya wezi, hiyo ndo ni shida sasa, tusiweke akili zetu hivyo. Sometimes we just have to expect anything.
Myself, on long distance relationship, I really can't advise on that. I think that one just depends on you too. It depends on you. Myself, maybe I'll also have it later on. But those who are in that kind of distance relationship, maybe they can tell us their own opinion. I don't have experience in the same. I can't really advise. But as of now, I would say, no, it won't work. But of course, because we have goals and chasing the bag and stuff, sometimes you get yourself, you are gone outside the country, you're working on something, yet you are in a relationship with someone here, you're also trying to put it together in pieces, whatever. Sometimes it may work out, sometimes it may not. As we say, I think relationship is also a bet, like placing a bet. It's just a risk.
So to me, my advice, okay, I stand here. Yes or no? I stand there.
You stand yes or no?
Yes or no?
Depending on the partner, maybe.
Depends on the partner.
Sawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Younging Nation. Follow us on YouTube at Younging Nation. Of course, we'll be giving you episodes, hot discussions every single week. Call me Ian French, Prince of the Town, in the house.
Usisahau kutufuata pale TikTok at Younging Nation as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Pale Mr. Professor Sir.
The only professor in the entire world.
Can you give us the spelling of professor?
Can you cut, please?